Violas, great song!
What's this life without a sweet goodbye? Take this letter for when the nights grow colder. Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now.
It is mid-April in Arctic Norway and spring has come early this year. I remember this time last year when we were still in deep winter, surrounded by snow, ice and the long silence of the north. But now the days are getting longer, the snow is melting and the harbour is slowly changing around us. And with that change comes a familiar feeling, the feeling that it is time to move again. It is time to slip the lines and to say farewell to our small community of boat dwellers in Finnsnes, to the people we shared the winter with, Joachim and Anne, Mira and Twan, Tina and Elliot, who all had already left this safe winter harbour a few days earlier. Jonas and Camilla, Helge and Natalia, Marcus and Marion, Michelle and Hélène, Sylvie and Philippe, who will leave soon, all of us with different plans, different routes and different destinations in mind. It is also time to say Vises to our dear Norwegian friends, Linda and Svein Olaf, who welcomed us with such generous hospitality. They shared their home, their food and their stories with us and taught us a lesson or two about Norwegian culture along the way. We look forward to seeing them again in summer. And it's time to say goodbye to Jon, Tommy and Ulf, with whom I shared many coffees, many conversations and plenty of banter. To Lars, Oddbjørn, Jørn, Vidar, Christine and Frank, and to Jörg and Vivian. Every spring this moment feels sentimental. Over the winter, you spend time together, get to know each other and grow slowly into a small community. You share the same harbour, the same weather, the same routines and many of the same smaller and bigger challenges. And then, with a new spring and a new season, everyone begins to move again. We all live in different directions. Some of these friendships we take with us. Others are temporary and belong just to this winter. That is part of this life as cruisers. We learn, slowly, to live more in the moment.
Listen to the birds I sing to you.
We are just about to enter the small harbour and anchorage of Stronglandseidet, and we're just checking it out, how it is. We were here in winter time and made some drone footage as well, so it's not more occupied actually than it was in the winter. It's a small one. I think it's a nice anchorage and there is a guest pontoon, and we're just having a look and then go out and go and find an anchorage nearby. This season we'll head south, not too far south, just south of the Arctic Circle. Our plan is to spend the next winter in Trondheim, which is only about 500 nautical miles from here. But between Finnsnes and Trondheim, there are many places we still want to explore. We have some unfinished business in Lofoten, especially in Trollfjord, Skrova and Nusfjord. Then we want to follow the coast and the islands of Salten, just north of Bodø. But what we are really excited about is Helgeland. This is the stretch of coast just south of Bodø, with hundreds of outlying islands, skerries and small fishing harbours. It is an area with secluded anchorages, good hiking and stunning views. A place where we hope to slow down, explore carefully and let the season unfold at its own pace. As we approach the drop point for the anchor, we get surprised by this submerged buoy, invisible from a distance and dangerously close to our rudders and prop. We drop the anchor in 8 meters, dig it in as we always do and check the holding. It is perfect here and we look forward to a calm night in this beautiful anchorage.
Wat doe ze gij onder?
Sunset in the beautiful anchorage of Valvågen. It's on the island of Senja, just at the southwestern tip, and it's nice and calm. It's a nice evening. There's not a wind in the anchorage. Have a look, it's very calm. There's a few birds. The last sun is just in the woods here. Still a bit of snow, the snowy mountains in the pass, a great view from the bow of Polaris. And here behind me, as usual in such anchorages, there is a fish plant somewhere, also here, which is nice. We hear it a little bit, but there's not a lot of noise. It's just absolutely peaceful and beautiful. At the moment we are anchored in 8 meters, which is quite crisp outside. We are inside, we have turned the heater on and we're enjoying a nice calm night and looking forward to a good sleep, and then tomorrow morning we head on direction south.
Ja.
Quarter to 9 in the morning. We just left the anchorage in Valvågen. We had a very calm night, there was no wind at all, and very calm, lovely night. And now we just went through that rather intricate passage, quite narrow channel, minimum depth of 4.8 meters that we had, so a bit of concentration. But now we're out in the clear and we have 36 nautical miles ahead of us. We plan to go into a harbour called Fjelldal, which is in Fjeldsund, so that we are well positioned tomorrow to catch the last of the favourite tide in the morning to carry us to Lødingen. That's the plan for today. It was a crisp morning this morning. It was 3 degrees outside. We had a very calm night, and now the weather looks very calm. There is no wind forecast. We maybe have 1 to 3 Beaufort today. It's gonna remain probably rather crisp. The sky is slightly overcast, and that's also predicted to stay like this. So we won't have a lot of sun and a lot of warmth. And whilst we are sailing towards Fjelldal, it is finally time to let the cat out of the bag. We can share what we have been working on so intensely during the winter months. Last year, we were given the opportunity to take over as publishers of the Norwegian Cruising Guide. For us, this is not just another set of books. These 4 books are the most complete and up-to-date sailing guide to Norway, Svalbard and Jan Mayen in English language. In addition to making the printed books and e-books available again, we have built a completely new website with practical information for sailors exploring Norway. The link is in the video description. The guide has been around since 1978, long before the internet, online charts and sailing apps. Since then, it has been passed on through generations of publishers, all with the same purpose: to provide first-hand information about harbours and anchorages along the Norwegian coast. To make this remarkable cruising area safer, easier to understand and more accessible to sailors. We believe Norway is one of the most beautiful, unspoiled and wild sailing areas in the world. Together with Hans Jakob, Wilhelm and the many other contributors, we are proud and grateful to continue the legacy of this guide. We are now just about halfway, a little bit more than halfway of today's journey. The sea is flat calm out there, as you can see. Just no wind at all, no waves, and the sky is still grey. It's cold. It's about 5-6 degrees outside. So all in all, a rather good day today. Straight ahead of us is Tjeldsund Bru, the bridge that spans the Tjeldsund. It's quite a narrow place here. We have about half a knot of current against us already, and it will build more. The bridge is 41 meters high, so there's plenty of space for us to pass underneath. You, Catherine?
I'm fine.
You're warm? What did you do?
I did a lot of editing. Yes. So I
Okay.
missed all the nice part, but
Yeah, you missed a lot. Great sailing and a lot of traffic,
no,
dolphins jumping, everything you missed. Yeah.
everything, no, yeah, but
We are now in Tjeldsund. This is Sund that connects Vestfjorden with Andfjorden. It's narrow and there's quite some current going through at peaks. We are past the peak already, but we have the current against us. Under the bridge that we just passed, we had about 1 knot against us. Now it's maybe half a knot, so not ideal, but it's not for long. In 4 miles or so we should be in the harbour of Fjelldal, where we're gonna spend the evening.
are you motivated?
Yes.
I think not sure.
I don't wanna be giving too much away just yet. Don't wanna be spilling my guts to someone I just met. But I say this much, I got a real good feeling. Yes, I do. Real good feeling. You say you've been burned a few times now. Well, so have I. You say you learned to tell truth from lies.
After her mishap last autumn, when she broke her collarbone, Catherine is still very careful and a bit traumatized when it comes to slippery downhill passages and even more so wooden planks. It takes her time to regain her confidence. But knowing her, she will get there. How is it?
It was harder than expected. Really, it was hard going up because of the snow and very, very steep descent. It was quite steep.
Join us next time when we continue our journey south to Lødingen and go for a search of the trolls in Trollfjorden.